Hi.
Thank you for being on my TV show, Public Interest Issues.
Sure. Happy to be here.
And it's on Seattle Community Media, Public Access TV.
Wonderful.
And right now we are here because there is an event going on. And this is your 3 days, and at 3:30 you're going to have a party over at Green River Community College.
Correct.
And tell me a little bit about this event.
Well, the strike is over unfair labor practices. It's not over pay, which is, or a contract, which are perhaps the more normal reasons for having a strike. But we're working under a president, Eileen Ely, who's been at the campus for nearly 5 years, and we are increasingly feeling repressed and depressed under her rule. She wants to rule unilaterally. She doesn't want to consult with faculty. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of years and decades of teaching experience. We have masters and PhDs. We love our students. We work with our students. We're there for student success. But she doesn't want to talk to us. And now she is unilaterally imposing cuts, claiming there's a budget crisis, when in fact there is a good bit of money available because Green River brings in a tremendous amount of money from international students who pay 2.5 times tuition to make up for the fact that their families don't pay taxes locally, and that's logical. That happens anywhere in the country, and it should make up the difference in their education costs. They're wonderful students. We love having them, but she's taken their money and is using it as a slush fund for a building spree, remodeling projects, including, depending on how you count, $5 to $10 million to remodel a couple of buildings so that she can have a new office, meanwhile claiming that we have a $4.5 million budget shortage and therefore we have to close 11 programs. We're outraged. We're outraged.
And what are the 11 programs that you guys are outraged about? And why should we care as the public?
Yeah, I don't know that I can name them all,
that's okay,
but geography and French and German, drafting, occupational therapy assistant program, drama.
So a lot of very, very significant programs.
Well, they're programs that are serving students. The geography classes are absolutely full. And the thing about it is that, so the geography instructor is somebody who's been very active in the faculty union, and cutting his program doesn't actually save any money. We think this is just,
Is it retaliation?
We believe it's retaliation. He's been very active in the union, and if you take geography, you complete 5 credits out of the 15 required for a social science distribution for an AA degree. If you eliminate geography, you still have to take 5 credits of social science. So it doesn't lessen the number of classes that are taught. It just moves them out of geography, and it leaves one less option for students in the social science distribution. And it's particularly painful if somebody wants to major in geography. They cannot transfer to a 4-year university and major in geography because they can't take the prereqs. They won't be here anymore. So that's just one example. It makes no sense financially on a number of levels. We don't have a shortage. It won't save money, but those are her reasons.
And why should the public pay attention to this Green River Community College 3-day strike?
Well,
I mean, I think it's remarkable that just everyday people are sitting here protesting, and it's just a remarkable group of people that are out here for the last 3 days trying to get this information to Olympia and to the public.
Well, that is why we're holding the strike. We're trying to get the attention of Olympia. We're trying to get the attention of the broader community. We want to marshal the forces. We want the Board of Trustees to become more aware of what is going on. We think that the Board of Trustees has been denied the real information. They get superficial budget numbers, and they rubber stamp, which is what Board of Trustees typically do. They're unpaid, they're community volunteers, and good for them. But we think that this administration is pulling the wool over their eyes, and people in the community should be outraged. Their programs are being cut. The name may not be Green River Community College anymore, but it still is officially a community college. It is supposed to serve this community. It's wonderful to have the foreign students here. We love them. They bring about all sorts of diversity and international perspectives. They contribute to our college tremendously, but they have to pay their share, and they are paying their share, but their tuition has been turned into a slush fund being used for extraneous expenses. Meanwhile, the regular everyday educational expenses are being shouldered by the local community that has already paid its taxes, and now the local community and tuition. So they're paying taxes, they're paying tuition, and they're subsidizing the foreign students. At no fault of the foreign students. The foreign students are not to blame here. It's the administration that's to blame. So it's wrong.
And do you want people in the public to get a hold of some of the legislators? And
well, yeah, we are hoping that people will contact the governor. I would like people to contact the state auditor's office. That's not on the list you're looking at, but I'm going to try to get it added to that list, and our local representatives, representatives in Olympia from the local area.
And what would the state auditor be able to do for
the state auditor's office is supposed to look at fiscal responsibility, and we have fiscal irresponsibility at Green River. Now, the problem with the state auditor's office right now is that the state auditor himself, Troy Kelly, has just come out of a corruption trial. He got off with a hung jury on something like 11 counts. He has fired much of his senior staff. So that office is in a bit of disarray. But it is still an officially functioning office, and so I hope that we can get some attention from that office. And
what about whistleblower protection? Because I think all of you who are out here giving your opinion to the public are basically whistleblowers, and you guys need some kind of protection so that there is no retaliation against you for your jobs.
I'm not sure how those laws would play out, but there are issues of retaliation, and we are filing unfair labor practice complaints before the Public Employee Relations Commission, PERC Board, so we have good lawyers. They're following the various legal paths. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't really speak to the whistleblower.
Because I'm here as a public interest issue TV show, because I believe that you guys are whistleblowers, and that this is a very, very important public interest issue that should be brought to the public. And I am very appreciative of the fact that you guys have spent the last 3 days out here just to get this story out to the public, and I don't see very many media personalities out here covering your cause.
Well, the media, of course, has its own budget issues.
And I am the media.
Yeah, but
I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate you guys spending all this time so that your stories can be heard.
Yeah, but we are getting media coverage. It's been on the various local television stations, the Seattle Times, the Kent Reporter. You know, they've been covering it. Would we like more media coverage? Of course, but at least it is getting out there, and people are aware. The people passing by through the intersection while we're picketing down here in Auburn or up just in front of the campus, we're getting a lot of people honking their horns, waving, giving us thumbs up. People are learning about what's going on. They're aware.
And you guys are you have a few websites.
Yeah.
And can you give me information on those various websites?
Well, you can go to unitedAtTheRiver.com, and that's the primary website that I've been using. Beyond that, I'm not sure. So,
Okay. And is it okay if I put this?
yes, of course.
Okay. And so there's United at the River, and this was a flyer, and it gives some examples of people that you can call
Yes.
to let them know that you would like to be involved and have more information.
Right.
And do you teach at the school?
Yes, I teach political science.
Okay. And I really appreciate you taking the time right now to interview with me and to tell this story, because I think it's very, very significant, because real teachers at Green River Community College are coming forward to talk about this issue, and I think it's a very, very significant issue. So thank you for being on my show, and my show is Public Interest Issues.
Thank you.
And I'm Janet Christensen O'Brien. I'm the host and producer. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. All right, back to grading.